Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's ASMR Heather. How are you? Good, 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 good. Well, you're here with me now, and I'm very glad about that at least. Tonight, I wanted us to take a little journey together, just you and me. I feel like all I've been doing lately is crochet and bake and, I don't know, watch Pride and Prejudice and read. And I've been thinking about how bad I want to just be a little cottagecore witch in the woods right now. So I would love to take you on a visualization journey with me, if that's okay. Let's do it. So you can either close your eyes and just really immerse yourself in our journey, or you can keep them open for some face touching throughout. Up to you. It's your call. Let's get started. So, you start our perfect cottage day, just laying in your comfy, cozy, soft bed with the perfect pillow in a nice, cool room. And you can hear the birds outside just tweeting away. And the sun is filtering in through the curtains, just casting its warm rays across your face. And you open your eyes and find yourself in the coziest room, and you can just smell the wood and maybe a little bit of dust around you. It just has a very warm smell, and you can feel the blankets on top of you and see the wood floors and the wood walls, the big windows all around you. And you just slide out of bed feeling totally rested from your great night's sleep. And your feet just gently hit the warm wood planks around you. So you head out of your bedroom and you see little me in the kitchen, just waiting for you with your favorite morning things. I have coffee and tea and orange juice, and I've made some muffins and eggs and a big basket of fruit and everything that you could imagine. The kitchen is just filled with just warm smells, morning smells. And after we've had our coffee, we just step right outside into our little garden, and we just start tending to our little kitchen garden for a while. And we're pulling some weeds and picking these big plump tomatoes that we've grown and seeing what else is in season. We have cucumbers and herbs and all kind of veggies that we can use to make a stew or anything that we really want. After we've taken care of our beautiful garden, the we've grown together. We start walking into the woods surrounding our cottage, and we're hand in hand, of course, and no shoes, of course. And there are no sticks, nothing to step on, so don't worry about that. But you can feel just the dirt and the grass between your toes, and it feels cool and soft, and crunch over some leaves and they don't stick to your feet. They just feel cool again and crunchy, and they make the most satisfying sounds as we walk over them. We walk to our favorite spot that has the juiciest berries you could ever imagine, and we have blackberries and blueberries and raspberries and everything good. And we're just sitting there and we're filling up these pails and pails of berries and eating half of them, of course, until we're so full we can't believe it. And then we walk home and we just see all the beautiful trees around us just making these patterns and just casting beautiful light all around us, and the sun's warming our hair, and we just feel so content and at peace. And of course, once we get back to the cottage, we start making a berry pie. What else? And there's flour all over the counters, and we're tossing flour at each other as we roll out pie crust and add bits of lemon and sugar to the filling to make just the most delicious pie you can imagine. Because of course that's what you gotta do when you're living in a cottage. And I'm making the filling and you're rolling out the dough, and then we work together to take these big pieces of dough, just lay them over top of this pie, and we pinch the little corners of the pie to make that beautiful little scalloped edge. And we sit together, we think of a design to put on top. So we carve out some of our favorite flowers. We carve little daisies and little daffodils and tulips, and I carve a peony because that's my favorite flower. And it doesn't look perfect, but who cares? It's gonna taste amazing, and we're just so excited to be making something together. So we put the pie in the oven, and we pick up our creative pursuits, let's call it. And we're bringing our journals and some paints and our crocheting and our knitting. And we're just bringing all of these things with us as we head back out into the woods. We walk along with our bare feet, and we pass over a little stone bridge with a babbling brook underneath, and we toss some rocks in, and we stand at the edge and try to skip them, and you're better at it than I am, and mine just sinks straight to the bottom, but you get a couple skips in, and I'm blown away by your skill. 10 out of 10. Amazing. Can't believe you can do it. You must have practiced before you got here. And then we arrive at another of our spots, which is this beautiful moss-covered clearing that's surrounded by these trees that are just dripping moss. And there are birds just flitting branch to branch all around us, and wildflowers carpeting the ground and just kicking up this incredible scent. And we lay down next to each other and we pull out all of the things that we brought with us. And I start to journal and you start to paint, which of course you're awesome at. Who knew? And we just lay there for a couple hours just listening to the sounds of the forest and just letting our minds run wild on the paper. And of course, all that walking, all that baking, all the creativity, we're pretty hungry by this point. So as the sun starts to set just slightly, we walk hand in hand back to our cottage and we put together a little picnic. Then we take down to the ancient oak tree that's just a few hundred feet away. And we sit at its base and we eat cheese and bread and more berries and some veggies from our garden. And we eat just enormous slices of pie that we've baked that's just fresh out of the oven when we get home, with big scoops of vanilla ice cream and glasses of wine and juice and everything that you could want. And then when the sun starts to really go below the horizon, we head home and we clean up from the day and we sit on our big front porch with all these little candles in mason jars, and we watch the fireflies come out and we just share stories and show each other the things we made today, talk about how beautiful the rest of the summer is going to be together. And when it starts to get a little bit chilly, we move inside by the crackling fire and we pull out our favorite books and we cuddle up under our blankets and we just waste away just long hours until we're too tired to sit up. And first I go to bed, and then a little while later you go upstairs, you put on your softest pajamas, and you climb back into your cozy bed, and you just snuggle up with the windows open and the cool night air coming in around you, and you just dream of what the next day is going to be like, just you and me together, because that's all there is, just you. Rest of our long summer nights together. So you head off to sleep and you just know that your friend is in the next room and that you have so much to look forward to and that everything is peaceful and calm and perfect.